Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you decide to stay and keep coming back. And for the people who's been with me, I just pray that you love me and that my content is always something that you can't wait to come back and see. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about living with lupus. Many people may be, familiar with it, and many people may not be. So I'm going to tell you about my journey and what I have been going through in my life. So yeah, but before we get any further, just please make sure that you subscribe and you hit that like button. And if you have any suggestions or anything or any questions, further on throughout the video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. So yeah, so the type of lupus that I have is called SLE. Don't even give me the line. It's systematic something. Do your research, basically. But lupus is an autoimmune disease, and it can affect your body in different ways. It affects many people in different ways. Mine's in particular happens to affect my joints and my bones. So, like, I have a lot of inflammation, which is swelling, and like my hands and like elbows, wrists. Those are like my joints, like my knees, my ankles, my neck, a lot of pain in my neck. Just overall, like my whole body, basically, because I have joints everywhere. So, like, I'm mainly affected in that type of way. Some people are affected within like their kidneys, like where lupus attacks their kidneys and they have to be on dialysis, and they have to get like kidney transplants and stuff like that. Some people where it affects their heart, where they can have like heart attacks and stuff like that. So it affects people in many different ways. So with me, my joints are affected. It makes you also like sensitive to like sunlight, so you can't spend a lot of time in the sun, like because you heal differently, and it could like affect you in that type of way where your skin is like burnt. And like with any type of burn, it can cause like long-term damage. So that's the thing that we have to worry about. I can't really like overwork myself. So basically, like the normal things that I do in my regular life, it's like I have to like do it in increments. Like even simple things is like washing or like just doing chores around the house. It can be like hectic. Anything where I'm constantly like using my hands and using my joints, it causes like inflammation. So it's times where I have to wear like braces and stuff. I have one here. But it's times where you have to wear, don't mind it, it's a little cruddy or whatever, a little linty. But like it's times where you have to wear like braces and stuff like this, to where it goes around the thumb and the wrist, and it just keeps it in place so that it doesn't cause any more strain on there. And sometimes I could do that for like, wear it for like a full day, and then I'll be good the next day to where I can like, get back to my normal activities. Just like walking a lot, it causes like strain, like within my legs, my feet, like a lot of times they're swollen and stuff like that, and it's difficult for me to walk. And when these type of things go on, it's called like a flare up. So when you have a flare up, it's like your body is just like inflamed, basically, and it causes you to be fatigued. And fatigue is like tiredness, like extreme tiredness, and it causes you to be tired all the time, like even without you having anything going on, like any type of joint pain or anything like that. You're just naturally tired all the time when you have lupus. It's just like it's a draining disease. Along with the fatigue, it's just like you can develop mouth sores, so like ulcers, and it's like painful sores within your mouth, like on your gums. It can be on your tongue, on your cheek. It just can be in your mouth overall. And when I have that type of when I have a flare up that causes like the mouth sores and stuff like that, it's hard for me to talk. It's painful for me to eat, and just like with any inflammation, it just causes you to be weak. Any type of like when you have any type of flare up, it just causes you to be weak, and you don't have energy. It's like you just want to sleep the pain away. You also get ulcers in your nose. So, just like the regular sores that you get in your nose that you pick with and stuff like that, we get those frequently when we have flare-ups. We also get sores in our ears. And those sores in the ears is basically just like the sores everywhere else. Is painful, and it constantly comes back. So, like when you pick with a sore and then you pick it or whatever, it comes back. And it comes back for like a week or so, or however long your body is experiencing the inflammation or the flare up or whatever. So yeah, that's just me like giving like kind of like the backstory or just like details on what lupus is or whatever, and like living with it and what kind of stuff happens. I just want to put out there that it affects people in many different ways. Like, you cannot expect two cases to be the same. Like, everybody has a different struggle, everybody has a different journey, and that's like with everything. Like, even with AIDS or cancer, people is many different strains, is many different types, and it's really all about the person. And a lot of times I feel like people don't look at me as they look at certain people because I don't look like something is wrong with me. And I hate that. It's kind of, to me, it's like a stereotype on sick people or whatever, or people with illnesses or diseases or whatever. You don't want to be called sick. Who wants to feel sick or whatever? But in reality, you really are. You're living with a disease. There's no cure for it or anything. It's just treatment to make you feel better day by day. Some days are better than others, but the real tea is that no two people are like in any type of illness. So yeah, hold on 1 second. But yeah, people look at me as this very strong individual. I look like I'm fine, and that's what people seem to feel like. You look fine, you are fine. But they don't really know the struggles that I have on a regular basis, or just the things that I go through or may face mentally, because it bothers you mentally more than anything when you have an illness. Like, mentally, you're unhappy. You don't feel yourself. You don't feel like you're enough. You feel damaged because you're living with something that you can't get rid of. Like, people don't really understand that. So, yeah. I was diagnosed maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. The reason why I don't know for sure is because I decided that I would just start living my life and not count the years of me having the illness, or not dwell on the fact that I have the illness. I just decided that I would live my life and I would live it day by day, and I just will try not to let it hinder me. So, no, I don't know my anniversary. I can tell you it was like when I found out, it was like a week before my birthday. I'm trying to remember how old did I turn. I had to be turning like 26 or something like that. But yeah. So it's like I just didn't want it to hinder me anymore. Like, I had times where I was just down and I just never felt like I would be like myself again and stuff. And I just said once I was able to start feeling more of myself, that I was going to just be myself. And I was going to be me with a disease or illness. But the disease and or illness was not going to have me. So I have this illness, but it doesn't have me. It doesn't have control over me. So that's what I decided that I was going to prove to myself, is that I'm going to be me with an illness. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the illness controlling me. And by the grace of God, I could live my life like that, because without him, I don't even know where I would be. But he was able to place this illness into my life, but not allow it to control me. So I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, I do have my days, and I do have this illness, and it's not going anywhere, and it's very real. So I just kind of wanted to start sharing my journey, like, with you guys or whatever, because like it's very important. It's very important for people to know, like, that you're not alone, that this is real, and you can't get through it. You can live your normal life with the illness. You can, you can go on about your day. You could fulfill your dreams. You could make it to where you want to be in life. Don't let nothing stop you. Like, and I'm just grateful that I'm not in a position to where I can. I'm glad that I'm here and I'm able to tell my story, and I'm just grateful. So, I just wanted to start telling my story. This is just the beginning. I'm sure you guys may have questions or whatever, and I'm comfortable to answer whatever questions you may have. Like, I want to dig deeper into the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and everything of it. So just feel free to ask questions or whatever. And I hope that you guys know and feel better if you are someone who's watching and who has been newly diagnosed with it or whatever, or somebody who's suffering with it or whatever. Just know that you're not alone, and know that the rainy days don't last forever, and you will get through this. I just want you to know, just have faith and believe and trust, and try not to stress, because stress causes you to feel more pain. It causes more trauma on you. So try to be more happy. Try to live a little, and just, you know, be optimistic about it. Like, it's not a death sentence. It's not the end of the road. I've seen and I've heard many stories of people living past their illness, you know what I'm saying, and dying from something totally different than what they were diagnosed with. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm here if you need any type of support or anything. Like, I'm here, and, you know, everybody needs support. I know I need support. And I'm just here to open up and be transparent and just let you guys know, you know, that it's not the end. And you can live with this, and you will be okay. You know, it will be better days. I've seen some horrible days. In the beginning of my diagnosis, it was horrible. But I will get deeper into that in the next video, because I don't want to give it all here. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. I hope to see y'all soon. I hope that I can interact with you guys, and that, you know, we can, you know, get acquainted here within these comments down there or whatever. Make sure y'all don't hesitate to ask whatever y'all want to ask. So, yeah. All right, guys. It's been real.